Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on some interesting updates. We start with Vitor Roque, as Barcelona are reportedly exploring loan avenue to bring the 18-year-old Wizkid to the club in January. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Pablo Gavi, as Barcelona can sign a replacement for Gavi in January, despite exceeding salary limits. We are also going to be looking more on that. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. It is no secret that Barcelona are doing everything in their power to bring in Vitor Roque in January. And if a report from Sport is to be believed, the team from Catalonia might propose a 6-month loan to bring the forward in La Liga. As of today, everything Barcelona have done is aligned with the conditions they must follow to bring Roque in January. The Blaugrana are treating this transfer very cautiously, and everyone at the club, including sporting director Deco and manager Xavi, are at the forefront of it. The main reason why the team is treating this as a priority is the lack of goals, and this move will also ease pressure on Robert Lewandowski. So the question now remains, how will Barcelona pull this off? Barcelona are determined to secure Rojas' arrival, viewing it as a strategic condition or addition to the squad where he can play a significant role. Interestingly, the possibilities of making this his January arrival a reality are expanding. Presently, the top priority is the finalization of the sale of Barca Studios, which is being treated as a priority among the various options under consideration. As previously mentioned, two investment funds have expressed substantial interest in acquiring it, with one of them being Mexican. Although the original timeline aimed for completion was November 15, the intricacies of the negotiation have necessitated a slight delay in the process. Another question is, what is the other plan now? Should the initial course of action fail, the club has contingencies in place, and this alternative involves engaging in negotiations with Atletico Paranense to secure a 6-month loan for the player. It must be remembered that, in principle, the agreement reached with Atletico for Roque was to be executed in July 2024. As such, Barca could sit down and negotiate a loan deal for Roque between January and June 2024 before executing the permanent transfer in the summer of the 2024-25 season. As the current situation unfolds, Barcelona aim to reach a resolution before December 6, coinciding with the culmination of the Brasileiro 2023 season. The outline plan by Barca outlines that following the completion of his training in Brazil, the forward will embark on a journey to the Catalan capital to commence his adjustment period. Naturally, he will only move once it is confirmed that he can be officially registered in La Liga. Until that confirmation is received, he will continue to stay in his home country. Of course, the Vitor Roque operation continues to look as complicated as ever. Barcelona really pushing hard to see that it works out for him to join the club in January. But every single day, it seems as though things get more complicated. But Barca are not backing off. Vitor Roque, for one, is eager to join Barca as soon as he can. Of course, a dream club for him since he was a child, and of course, it is natural for him to be so eager to join. But it all needs a lot of conditions, right? So Barcelona are currently optimistic, according to this report, that things will go their way. In terms of the investments that they are still highly expecting for it to materialize, like I spoke about the Barca Studios and some other avenues that the club are trying to activate to ensure that funds can come in for the club to be able to bring in Vitor Roque without stress, as well as maybe go for other signings if possible in January. Vitor Roque coming is because Barca are feeling like goals are not coming, as I earlier mentioned, and Lewandowski is not in his best. And also to remove some pressure from Lewandowski's shoulders, because when goals are not coming, the first person that all the fans look up to is Robert Lewandowski. And you start hearing critics talking about him that he's just out and he's not playing as if he's happy and stuff like that. But that should not even be the case. The whole team is not playing well and there's a problem. Then on to the final story of discussion. Just when it seemed like Barcelona had hit their lowest point of the season, Sunday night unlocked a whole new wall of rumors. The Catalan star midfield Gavi suffered a gruesome injury on duty with the Spanish national team, and word has it has torn his anterior cruciate ligament. The youngster will miss the remainder of the season through the same, and the blow could not come at a worse time for Xavi. After all, they have been far from their best in recent weeks. According to a report from Mundo Deportivo, the Catalans are entitled to bring in a replacement signing until the end of the season after Gavi's long-term injury. However, the blessing does have its clauses. For starters, the coming player can receive a maximum salary that is 80% of Gavi's wages at the club. Further, Barcelona can only make the move in the winter transfer window, as the regulation enabling out of the window transfers no longer runs in Spain. Perhaps the most important piece of information on the topic is that such a transfer would not depend on Barcelona's salary limit. Even if they exceed the limit, a replacement signing will be permitted if the aforementioned clauses are met. So the question remains, can Barca finally rope in Roque? Barca dream of roping in maybe Vitor Roque in January, given the team's relative lack of resources in the centre forward department. One is thus tempted to consider the option of bringing the Brazilian in without FFP concerns as Gavi's replacement. Mundo Deportivo brings to the front that such a maneuver would be impossible. After all, Roque has already signed a long-term contract with the Catalans and will not be in the signing until the end of the season. For his arrival, President Laporta must create space separately on the FFP front. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.